From Mad Cave, and I'm kind of inspired to do a little Dick Tracy episode today. I'm in the mood for some noir detective stories, and our friend in yellow is the one to go to. So let's get into our first story, Mystery in the Hotel.
Calling all adventure fans, calling all Dick Tracy fans. Stand by, Dick Tracy is on the air.
The makers of Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice, those two tasty, nourishing cereals that are shot from guns, now bring you another thrilling Dick Tracy adventure. And there's the sound of the big guns in the Quaker plant, where they're making puffed wheat and puffed rice for the thousands of happy families who enjoy something specially good for breakfast every day. You know, breakfast is a very important meal. It follows the longest stretch between meals and comes just before you start your active day. That calls for lots of real food energy, and that in turn calls for nourishing puffed wheat and puffed rice. That's why they're shot from guns. A special Quaker process explodes each grain of wheat and rice to 8 times its normal size. The tiny, hard-to-digest food cells are unlocked for you so that you can use their trigger-fast food energy easily and quickly. So have Quaker Puffed Wheat or Quaker Puffed Rice for breakfast often. Try them turnabout. Puffed wheat one day, puffed rice the next. You know, there's a good idea for you to tell Mother about. She's always trying to give you and Dad something different that you really enjoy and that's specially good for you, too. Well, with Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice, you have 2 delicious flavors for a taste variety that the whole family goes for. So tell Mother about it and ask her to get some Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice at the grocer's. And then you can change flavors every day and still be getting the trigger-fast food energy you need to be as quick in thought and action as Dick Tracy is. And remember, patrol members, there's another secret code message for you at the end of today's program. So be sure you have your pencil, paper, and secret code book ready. An unknown assailant called the Man with the Yellow Face has threatened the life of the well-known Egyptologist Dryden Small. Yesterday, we heard how Dick had received a code message from Pat, who was walking on Deck A with Dryden Small. As Dick and the ship's captain hurried to Deck A, someone cried, "Man overboard!" It seems Pat, fighting hand-to-hand with the Man with the Yellow Face, had been thrown overboard. The brave and courageous detective leaped over the side after his friend. Will he save him, or will he, too, meet death in the black waters of the ocean?
Get lifeboat 4 over the side.
All right, sir. Station 4. Station 4.
Dick Tracy just went in after Pat. Hey, what? Come along, man. We've got to get that lifeboat over the side at once. It's being lowered now, sir. Good, good. Come along, come along. Easy about there. Steady. Keep a level as she lowers. Swap the men, smartly. There are 2 men overboard. Tracy and Pat.
She's down, sir.
Cover those blocks fore and aft. Man the oarsmen. Good luck, men. Good luck. You've got to bring them back. Thank goodness they're keeping their searchlights going.
Right, sir. I don't see... Hold on, sir. They're circling to port. 2 points in the port bow, sir.
This way! Help! That's Tracy and Pat. Pull out, men.
Right, sir.
Side of them. Heave away there.
Heave, boys, heave.
Stand by on the bow, bosun, to help him aboard.
Aye, aye, sir.
Oars.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Tracy. We've got you, sir. We've got you. Take Patton. He's out. Right, sir, right. Pull him in, boys. Pull him in.
Now
Here
lend
we
him a
are.
hand.
Let it go.
There we are.
All right, you're next, Mr. Tracy. Grab hold, sir. Grab hold.
Easy.
Up you come, sir. Up you come. Over.
Thanks.
There we are.
Well, that water's cold. How's Pat?
He'll be all right, Tracy. Suffering from cold and shock, most likely. But we'll get him back to the ship at once. And pull away together. Stroke. Stroke. Stroke.
Well, Dick, I guess I owe my life to you once again.
Someone else would have pulled you out if I hadn't been there, Pat.
But no one else did. That's the point.
Now that you're able to talk, Pat, tell me, what happened up there on deck?
Well, Small and I noticed someone whom we took to be the man with the yellow face.
Uh-huh.
I immediately sent you that message asking you to come up on deck. Well, after the steward left with the message, Small and I walked aft along Deck A when suddenly a figure slipped out of the shadows. He was on us before I could get set. He knocked Small to the deck, and then I grappled with him. Dick, I've never met anyone so powerful in all my life. I couldn't do a thing against him. He was so strong that he actually picked me up bodily and heaved me overboard.
I don't suppose you got a good look at him, Pat.
No, Dick, I didn't. Everything happened so quickly.
This man, Dryden Small, he knows why he's being hounded, Pat. He knows what the man with the yellow face is after. And I'm convinced he also knows who the man with the yellow face is.
Well, why don't we just wash our hands of the whole matter,
Well,
Dick?
now, you know we can't do that, Pat, even though I told Small I would. There's something I can do. I can have this out with Dryden Small. So far, we've managed to protect him, but we can't go on this way. We've got to make that fellow realize that the closer we get to America, the more desperate our adversary will become. Come on, we might as well have this out right now.
Yeah, but the doctor said he was sleeping.
I can't help that. I wonder who that is. Come in. Well, Captain, come in.
I don't mean to disturb you, Mr. Tracy, but something terrible has happened.
Well, what is it, Captain?
The thing I've been dreading has come at last. You recall earlier this evening I spoke of one of the crew being found unconscious in the storage room. He was a man with a weak heart, I said.
Yes, I remember. He's the man who claimed to have seen a figure standing in the door of the storage room.
Yes, well, he insisted on going on with his work in the storage room. He's had another shock, Tracy. One that may be fatal.
Another heart attack?
Yes. From what I know, I'm convinced he was scared into his present state.
I see. Where's the victim now?
He's still down in the storeroom. The doctor is giving him first aid, trying to revive him.
Pat, you stay with Dryden Small.
Yeah?
I'm going down to that storage room with the captain. Those two things may be linked up. I don't know how, but they may be.
Okay, Dick. But don't worry about me. I'll be all right.
Here, take my gun. You may need it since you lost yours overboard.
All right, thanks.
And don't let Small out of your sight.
Oh, I won't.
Come along, Captain.
Right.
If what you say is true, we may have to make new plans at once to trap the man we're looking for.
Well, Doctor?
He's still in a deep coma, Captain. I haven't been able to do a thing for him. I'm afraid he must be taken to the ship's hospital.
Oh, very well, Doctor, very well.
I've already sent for a stretcher.
Splendid. Give him the best of care. I tell you, Tracy, it was something the man saw.
Captain, may I suggest that your men make a thorough search of the hold at once, especially the storage room?
I've already seen to that, Tracy.
What you told me this evening about the strange apparition this man saw may certainly have something to do with this. Perhaps it was the man with the yellow face. By the way, what's that thing over there?
That? That's the mummy case Dryden Small is bringing back to America. I believe it contains the mummy of Tutankhamun's second son. Frankly, Tracy, I'd feel much happier if Tutankhamun never had a second son.
Yes. A mummified passenger isn't altogether pleasant.
What I'm worried about is the effect of all this on the crew, Tracy. They talk a great deal. Too much, perhaps. Rumors get around, you know. Before you know it, your ship has a bad name. I don't like it.
I can well understand that.
Ah, here comes the mate. Have you found anything?
No, nothing, sir, not a thing. The men are still going over everything, though, just to be sure.
Thank you. Well, Tracy, there doesn't seem to be much either of us can do here. Would you care to join me in my cabin? A little coffee, perhaps? Some sandwiches?
Yes, I'd enjoy it very much. But I feel the most important place for me to be right now is back in Dryden Small's cabin.
All right, I'll have the coffee sent there.
Hey, Dick, sir.
This way, Captain. Dryden Small's stateroom is down this way.
Yes. You know, Tracy, it certainly is reassuring to have you on board this trip. I'd hate to have all these bizarre things happening without you here to help clear them up.
Well, I haven't cleared them up, Captain.
No, but I know your reputation. I have absolute confidence in you, Tracy.
Well, thank you. This is really one of the most puzzling cases I've ever encountered.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe I ever had so little of a tangible nature to work with. There's so many things I'd like to know. I'd give a great deal, for instance, to know what the Black Pearl of Osiris is and where it is. I'd like to know why the man with the yellow face is so anxious to get hold of it. To make it brief, Captain, I'd like to know what it's all about.
That is all that, eh? Well, I'll say this, Tracy. I'll be a very much relieved man when this ship docks at New York.
I dare say. Well, here we are. Pat must be in the bedroom.
Yes, he,
I've told you this before.
Wait a minute.
I want you
Voice,
to-
strange voice. Listen.
I have no desire to discuss this matter with you at any length. All I ask from you is that you tell me where the Black Pearl is. The Black Pearl of Osiris.
I don't know, I tell you. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Your friend, Dryden Small, practiced the same deception. He, too, pretended ignorance of the Black Pearl of Osiris. You see what has happened to him. The same thing will happen to you. This pearl-handled revolver of his may not be very impressive looking, but I rather think if it is well aimed and skillfully handled, it can be deadly indeed.
Now listen, I'm telling
You
you.
will tell me nothing but what I want to know. Where is the Black Pearl of Osiris? Answer, you white devil, or it will be the worse for you.
Great heavens, Tracy. What's going on in there? It's evident that Pat's on the spot. I've never heard that voice before, but I'll bet it's the man with the yellow face.
What can we do?
Have you a gun?
No, I haven't.
Neither have I. I gave mine to Patton.
I can get one, though.
No, there's no time. We've got to work quickly.
But you can't do anything against that man without a gun.
Time grows short, my friend. Answer me quickly. I refuse to waste further words with you.
Now listen, I'm telling you the truth. Why should I lie to you? I don't know where the Black Pearl you're talking about is.
This little pearl-handled revolver is about to speak. I do not think you would care to hear its voice.
No, I tell you, you've got me all wrong. I don't know any more about that Black Pearl than you do, or Tracy does. We tried to get Dryden Small to tell us, but he wouldn't.
Very well, my friend. I see you are not only stubborn, but reckless of your life. And so it
Ready,
becomes
Captain?
necessary
For
me
anything.
to...
What are you going to do?
Pull a bluff, Captain. Pull a bluff.
to kill you. And believe me, my friend, you could have avoided it if you had wanted to. However, you forced my hand. And so...
Dick! Dick!
There you are. Drop that gun or I'll drop you.
Who is the man with the yellow face? And will Tracy succeed in bluffing him? What is the mystery of the Black Pearl of Osiris? We'll soon know. But now the makers of Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice, those two delicious, nourishing cereals that are shot from guns, invite you to attend the meeting of the Dick Tracy Secret Service Patrol. And here's Dick Tracy, Jr., your patrol president now.
The 21st meeting will now come to order. And today I have another secret code message for you patrol members.
So get your pencil and paper ready, fellows and girls.
You know, one reason why we're sending you these secret messages every day is that Dick Tracy wants you to be able to use the code as easily and as quickly as he does. That's important.
And that's why you should send at least one code message to every patrol member you know every day. That's the way to get good at it, and it's a lot of fun. But now, get ready for today's secret message from Dick Tracy.
Here it is. It's football. 10, 11, 7, 17, 11, 26. 17, 9, 12, 25. 5, 17, 6, 15. 11, 25, 13, 3, 26.
Did you get it? Repeat it, Junior, to make sure.
Okay, here you are. It's football. 10, 11, 7, 17, 11, 26. 17, 9, 12, 25. 5, 17, 6, 15. 11, 25, 13, 3, 26.
And remember, fellows and girls, that's a real message from Dick Tracy to you. Follow those instructions because something very important is about to happen.
And if you or any of your friends are missing all the fun we're having, tell them how to join the patrol right away.
You know, you just mail 2 Quaker Puffed Wheat or Quaker Puffed Rice box tops, or one of each with your name and address, to Dick Tracy, Box L, Chicago. Then you're a full-fledged member. You get the secret code book, the Dick Tracy Pledge, and the patrol member's badge.
And don't forget to form your own active Dick Tracy patrol. It tells you how to in the secret code book.
And then you're a patrol leader, and Dick Tracy sends you the special patrol leader's badge to wear with your regular badge. And say, patrol members, have you been promoted to the rank of sergeant or lieutenant yet? It's a real honor to wear one of those officer's badges, you know. Look it up in your code book and start now to win your promotion. Show Dick Tracy the kind of stuff you're made of. There go the big guns to remind you that Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice are actually shot from guns to give you lots of trigger-fast energy in 2 different delicious cereals that thousands enjoy every day. And if there isn't any puffed wheat or puffed rice in your pantry now, be sure to ask Mother to order some for you at the grocer's.
Calling all adventure fans, calling all Dick Tracy fans. Stand by for another exciting Dick Tracy adventure tomorrow at this same time. That is all.
Now that's right, folks. Don't forget, get your Quaker Puff cereals shot from guns. It's a different kind of breakfast. Give it a shot. All right, let's get into the next part of the action here. We've got our chapter 2. Let's see what happens.
Calling all adventure fans. Calling all Dick Tracy fans. Stand by. Dick Tracy is on the air.
The makers of Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice, the two tempting, delicious, nourishing cereals that are shot from guns, now bring you another thrilling Dick Tracy detective adventure. Hear the big guns? That's the way they sound when puffed wheat and puffed rice are shot from guns in the Quaker plant. Remember that sound the next time you sit down to a big dish of crisp, crunchy puffed wheat or puffed rice for breakfast. You see, when the nourishing grains of wheat and rice are shot from the big guns, they're actually exploded to 8 times their normal size. Each tiny, hard-to-digest food cell is unlocked, and that's why Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice are so specially easy to digest, why you get their trigger-fast food energy so quickly and easily. And remember, patrol members, if you want to be strong, healthy, and alert like Dick Tracy is, you need lots of that same kind of food energy. So join the thousands of happy puffed wheat and puffed rice fans who enjoy puffed wheat one day and puffed rice the next. That gives you a delightful taste variety that Mother and Dad enjoy, too. So tell Mother about those 2 swell flavors and ask her to get some Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice at the grocer's for you. And be sure to have your pencil and paper ready for a secret code message from Dick Tracy. Aboard the liner Marvania, bound for America, Dick Tracy and Pat have been trying to protect a certain well-known Egyptologist named Dryden Small from an unknown enemy called the Man with the Yellow Face. Yesterday we learned how one of the crew in the hold of the ship had been frightened by a strange apparition. Returning from the investigation, Dick overheard the Man with the Yellow Face threatening to kill Pat, whom he had left with Dryden Small. Tracy had no gun with him, so he was forced to try to bluff the Man with the yellow face into believing he did have one. Will he succeed?
Whoever you are, drop that gun or I'll drop you.
Ah, Mr. Tracy. Come in, won't you?
I've got you covered, so don't try anything. Put down that gun.
Thank you. No. This little pearl-handled revolver belongs to Dryden Small, a dangerous little toy, but rather attractive, so I prefer to keep it.
Who are you? What's your name?
I believe I have been called the Man with a Yellow Face. Rather an unpleasant, distressing name. I don't like it. My real name, and I hope that you will use it henceforward, gentlemen, is Humi Batik.
Egyptian, huh?
That is right.
Dick, he wounded Dryden Small. He knifed him before I could get in here. I heard Small cry out.
It was in self-defense. You see, Mr. Tracy, he was indiscreet enough to withhold something from me. Something I wanted very badly.
The Black Pearl of Osiris.
Ah, you know.
You wounded Small because he wouldn't tell you where it was. What is the Black Pearl of Osiris? And why have you been following Small to get it?
That gun you are holding in your pocket, if you actually are holding a gun there, Mr. Tracy, compels me to answer more or less. As I have said, my name is Humi Batik. I am the high priest of the cult of Osiris, a secret group dedicated to the worship of that ancient god.
And what about the Black Pearl? Has it some religious significance?
Ah, it has indeed. The black pearl is a very small pearl, but as you know, black pearls are rare and therefore are of considerable value. Aside from its value in money, however, the black pearl of Osiris is priceless in our eyes, for it is really the heart of Osiris.
How can a pearl, black or white, be anybody's heart?
Oh, you interpret my remark too literally, Mr. Patton. Many, many hundreds of years ago, a statue of Osiris was molded from gold with eyes of diamond. When it was erected, it was decided that the statue must have a heart, and it must be something unusual, something worthy of that incredibly beautiful statue. Tutankhamun, the pharaoh of that time, had in his possession a small but perfect black pearl, and he gave this to the temple to be used as the heart of Osiris.
I'm beginning to understand. That statue wasn't by any chance placed in Tutankhamun's tomb when he died, was it?
Mr. Tracy, I bow to you. Yes, the statue was placed there. For hundreds of years, it was safe. Then came this infidel and stole the black pearl. But we knew, we who have guarded it for centuries, we knew that the heart of Osiris had been taken and that it must be returned at all costs. I have found it necessary to employ force, a thing I detest. But in my heart, I know that Osiris will forgive me, for I did it for him.
Well, perhaps Osiris will, Batik. But undoubtedly you're aware of the fact that there is another law here on Earth which metes out its own justice. And so...
No. Do not move toward me, I caution you. Believe me, I will gladly give myself over to you after I have returned the pearl. But I have not the black pearl. Until I do have it, you cannot have me.
I'm afraid you're mistaken about that. Believe me, I sympathize with you, but...
It is not your sympathy I want. It is the black pearl of Osiris. That is what I want, and that is what I will have.
Put down that gun, Batik.
You cannot frighten me. I am not sure whether you have a gun there in your pocket or not, but if you have, you had better begin firing it now, because...
Look out, Dick. He's aiming at the light.
Guard that door, Captain. The door, Captain. Don't let him get out. Go.
Dick, you're hurt. You're hurt.
Out of my way, Captain, or I...
After him, for heaven's sake, don't let him get away. Oh, my leg, I can't stand on it. Go after him. Don't let him get away.
Yes, and by the Lord Harry Tracy, I'll have the whole crew out to look for him.
Does that hurt, Mr. Tracy?
Little, Doctor, not much.
Not much, huh? I admire your nerve, sir, but you can't tell me that you aren't experiencing intense pain. I've probed for bullets before.
Well, you have to get it out, don't you?
Yes, but I'm not so sure that I can. That thigh of yours ought to be x-rayed to find out the exact location of the bullet. The bullet must be a very small one to judge from the wound.
Yeah, it was a very small revolver. Small pearl handle, one belonging to Dryden Small.
Ah, yes, Mr. Small. I treated him for a few knife wounds an hour ago. He'll be laid up for a long time. Mr. Tracy, I don't like that man. He deserved everything he got. That hurt you, didn't it?
No, it's all right. Please go on.
Yeah.
The crew are searching for Huey Batik, are they, Pat?
Yeah, every available man. They'll find him, too.
I wonder. He's clever, that Egyptian. They searched for him before and couldn't find... Are they? All right, Doctor. Pat, I'm afraid our Egyptian friend is clever enough to find a safe place to hide. I wish I could be out with the crew hunting for him.
What about that black pearl, Dick? The Egyptian seems sure Dryden Small had it. Have you any idea where it might be?
No, Pat, I haven't. I can't help thinking that if only I'd known about this before... Dryden Small had told me the whole story, all this might have been avoided.
That would have meant telling you that he stole the pearl of Osiris.
Yeah.
You always suspected him, didn't you?
Well, I thought he was dishonest and evasive, but I didn't know anything definite.
Mr. Tracy,
Yes?
I'm not going to probe for that bullet anymore. It's useless.
Oh?
You have to wait until we dock tomorrow, go to a doctor immediately, and have it x-rayed. Unfortunately, we have no facilities for x-ray on board.
I see. All right, Doctor, I'll do that.
Now, bandage it up. I think you'll be able to get around.
All right. Thank you, Doctor. Thanks very much. No luck as yet, Captain?
Oh, none, Tracy, none. My men are searching the boat, but there doesn't seem to be much chance of finding Mr. Batik. As you say, he's probably chosen the one place where we wouldn't think of looking.
Yes. The one place where we wouldn't think of looking. I wonder what that might be.
If I knew, I could save the crew a lot of trouble. But I can promise you this, Tracy. He won't get off the boat when we dock tomorrow without being caught. I'll see to that.
Yes? I wonder, Captain. I wonder.
I've been watching the passengers go down the gangplank, Dick. And so far, I haven't seen anyone resembling Batik.
No, neither have I, Pat. Well, he's going to try to get off this boat. You can depend on that. We have every gangplank guarded.
Hey, Dick!
Junior. Well, old man, I'm glad to see you.
Oh, gosh, am I glad to see you, Dick. Oh, hello, Pat.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, Pat.
That's okay, kid. I know when Dick's around, no one else exists.
Tell me, Junior, how's the Dick Tracy Secret Service Patrol going? You got lots of members?
Boy, I'll say we have. Hey, what are you looking for?
Oh, a friend of ours, Junior. He thought he might be getting off the boat.
Some gangster, I'll bet.
Wrong that time, youngster.
See anyone, Pat?
No, I just thought for a minute that it isn't him.
Say, who are you looking for, anyway?
An Egyptian named Humi Batik. He's been hiding on boat. Wounded a man. He says he did it in self-defense. We've got to get him.
Dick, are you limping?
Well,
He was shot, Junior.
Shot by the Egyptian, huh?
Yeah.
Say, Dick, is it bad?
no, it's all right, Junior. Oh, Captain.
Hello there, Tracy. Any luck?
No, none as yet.
Well, I hope he hasn't got past us, but I don't see how he could. I've got men stationed all over the place. Humi Batik isn't hard to recognize with that yellow face of his.
There are two things that puzzle me, Captain.
Eh?
Where is Humi Batik hiding, and where is the Black Pearl? I searched Small's effects thoroughly and couldn't find it.
Well, I'd give a good deal to know the answers to those questions myself.
Say, Dick, isn't that a body they're bringing off now? Down by the hole there.
No, that isn't a body, Junior. That's a mummy case containing a mummy which belonged to the guy who was wounded.
A mummy? Oh, gosh.
What would be the one place we'd never think of looking?
What was that, Tracy?
Captain, I may be crazy, but come on.
Dick, where you going?
I'm going down to have a look at that mummy.
But, Dick, you don't actually think he'd be in there, do you?
I don't know, Pat. It's the one place we haven't looked for him. It's the one place no one would think of looking for him.
My heavens, Tracy, I believe you're right.
We'll soon know. Here, you.
Yeah?
Put that mummy case down, will you?
Yeah, with pleasure. Boy, they sure built these things in the old days. Weighs a ton. All right, boys, put it down.
Okay. There it goes. There we are. Well, I must say, Tracy, you certainly are thorough. Got to hand it to you. I would never have thought of looking in that mummy case.
Well, remember, we're not sure he's in there. He may not be, you know.
Yeah, there's something to that.
But I have a hunch, Pat. A hunch that he is. All right, boys, pry out that lid.
Okay. Tracy, okay.
Draw your gun, Pat, and stand ready.
Right, Dick.
You may need it.
Is Humi Batik concealed in the mummy case? And supposing he is, where is the Black Pearl? A big surprise awaits us, a surprise you won't want to miss for anything. And now stand by for a meeting of the Dick Tracy Secret Service Patrol, brought to you by the makers of Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice, those two nourishing, tasty cereals that are shot from guns. Here's Dick Tracy, Jr., your president now.
The meeting will now come to order. And today we have another secret code message for you from Dick Tracy.
Have you got your pencil and paper ready to take it down? If not, get them right now so you won't miss Dick's secret message.
While you're getting your pencil and paper, I want to report a lot of new promotions to the ranks of sergeant and lieutenant.
Congratulations, officers of the Dick Tracy Secret Service Patrol. And if you aren't an officer already, start to win your promotion right away. It tells you how in your secret code book.
All right, Mr. Quakerman. Here's the secret code message. You ready, everyone? It's prisoner 26 10 16 3 21 17 16 20 8 16 3 8 18 15 4 12 21 15 13 9 14
That's a long one, Junior. I think you better repeat it.
Okay, here it is again. It's prisoner 26 10 16 3 21 17 16 20 8 16 3 8 18 15 4 12 21 15 13 9 14
That's real news for you from Dick Tracy Patrol members. Be sure you decode that message. It's important. And with all the big things that are happening, be sure there's some famous Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice in the pantry so you can get your box tops. Look today to be sure. And if there isn't any, ask Mother to get some at the grocer's, and then you and Mother and Dad can have puffed wheat one day and puffed rice the next for a delicious variety that really brightens up your breakfast. And don't forget, those two swell serials are Shot from Guns.
Calling all adventure fans, calling all Dick Tracy fans. Stand by for another exciting Dick Tracy adventure next Monday at this same time. That is all.
All right, well, we got to see the man with the yellow face, who he was. All right, that's been pretty cool. All right, I'm getting into this. I read the comic. My first exposure was actually the old cartoons. So, quite a bit different in either way. So, let's see what we got next. Let's head on back into the streets with Dick Tracy.
Calling all adventure fans, calling all Dick Tracy fans. Stand by. Dick Tracy is on the air.
Once again, the makers of Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice, those two nourishing, delicious cereals that are shot from guns, bring you another thrilling Dick Tracy adventure. Hear those big guns? They're making puffed wheat and puffed rice, those two delicious cereals that are shot from guns right in the Quaker plant to give you nourishing wheat and rice in their most digestible form. The wholesome, sun-ripened grains are actually exploded to 8 times their normal size, and that makes them especially easy to digest, so thousands of boys and girls and grown-ups the country over can get the trigger-fast food energy they need to be as alert and strong as Dick Tracy is, quickly and easily. And you get it in 2 swell breakfasts that taste even better than they look, and boy, they look good. Mother and Dad enjoy puffed wheat and puffed rice, too, because they're so different from ordinary cereals. The plump, crisp, nut-like grains of goodness fairly melt in your mouth. So join that great, happy family of thousands of puffed wheat and puffed rice fans. Ask Mother to get you some Quaker puffed wheat or Quaker puffed rice from the grocer. In our last episode, we learned how Dryden Small, the Egyptologist whom Dick Tracy had been trying to protect, was seriously wounded by Humi Batik, the man with the yellow face. Batik claimed that Small had stolen from the cult of Osiris a black pearl said to be the heart of the god of Osiris. Tracy, who had been shot in the leg while Batik was escaping, is trying to solve 2 problems. Where is Humi Batik, and where is the black pearl of Osiris? As we continue our story, we find ourselves at the pier where the SS Marvania has just docked. Tracy, Pat, and Junior have been watching the passengers disembark, trying to find Humi Batik, when suddenly...
Well, I've got to hand it to you, Tracy. I would never have suspected that Humi Batik might be hiding in that mummy case. It would never have occurred to me.
Well, we're not sure he's in there yet. He may not be, you know.
Yeah, there's something to that.
All right, boys, pry out that lid.
Okay.
Throw your gun, Pat, and stand ready. You may need it.
Right. Well, we were wrong. The man with the yellow face isn't here. That's a mummy, all right, Dick.
Yes, so it is. Stand back, Junior. Just to be sure, Pat, I think I'll put a bullet in it.
No, Tracy. In the name of Osiris, I command you, stop.
Dick, it's not a mummy after all. It's Batik, the man with the yellow face. I recognize his voice.
Yes, and so do I. I rather suspected he'd be there. Unwind that sheet, boys.
Okay.
Come on, boys, come on. Hurry it up. Come on, pull it inside there.
Take the wrappings off his feet.
Yeah, they're off now, Mr. Tracy.
Thanks. Well, Batik, have you anything to say?
What can I say, Mr. Tracy? You have captured me. I bow to you, sir.
You had your duty to do as you saw it, Batik, and I had mine.
If I was to be caught, I'm glad it was by you, Mr. Tracy. At least you understand and respect my purpose. One thing only do I regret. I did not find the black pearl of Osiris before you caught me.
Take him to the tombs, Pat.
Where are you going?
Down to headquarters at once to see Dr. Goldman and get this bullet probed out of my leg. It's beginning to hurt pretty badly.
That hurts, I know, Tracy, but I'll have it in a few moments.
Go ahead, Dr. Coleman. I can stand it.
Gosh, Dick, does it hurt that bad? You sure can take it.
Well, you can take almost anything, Junior, if you make up your mind to it.
One moment now, Tracy. I believe I've got the bullet. There it is.
Peculiar-looking thing. Smallest bullet I've ever seen.
Yes, I've never seen one quite like it. Cooper, the ballistics expert, would be very much interested in this bullet.
Well, I'm very much interested myself. The ballistics department's right across the hall. Why don't you call Cooper in? I'd like him to take this bullet and examine it for markings.
Right. Here, I'll put this temporary dressing on. Be back in a moment.
That bullet came from Dryden Small's gun, didn't it, Dick?
Yes, Junior. Peculiar little gun.
Say, Dick, have you got any idea where the Black Pearl of Osiris can be?
Not the slightest, Junior. But I've got to find it.
You don't feel towards this Batik fella the way you do towards criminals, do you, Dick?
Well, he's wounded a man and must pay for it, Junior. He's a criminal, yes. But he, too, has certain rights. And I must do all in my power to recover for him and his people that which has been stolen from them. That Black Pearl is theirs. It's part of their religion. And I'm going to see that they get it back.
Well, Tracy, I hear the doc has relieved you of a piece of lead. Didn't know you were going in for collecting them on your person.
Cooper, come on in.
Right.
Yes, here it is. What do you think of it?
Yeah. The queerest-looking bullet I've ever seen. Like to add it to my collection, if you don't mind, Tracy.
Not at all, Cooper. But I'd like to have a report on it first, if you don't mind.
Sure thing. I'll analyze it this afternoon and give you my detailed findings by this evening.
Thanks a lot, Cooper. Well, Doc, if you'll just bandage that leg up, I'll be getting down to the tombs. I want to have a talk with Homi Batik.
Batik's in cell 4, down this way, Mr. Tracy.
Thank you. Come on, Junior.
Yeah, right behind you, Dick.
Hey, someone here to see you, Batik.
I have no wish to see anyone.
It's Tracy Batik.
Oh, Tracy, welcome. I'm afraid I cannot offer you a great deal in the way of comfort.
Oh, that's quite all right. Comfort's a small matter.
I do not believe I have met the young man with you.
Oh, this is Junior.
How do you do?
How do you do, sir?
I am glad to see, Mr. Tracy, that your leg has not been seriously injured. I have worried about it. You see, I am not really a criminal. I detest force in any shape, but it was necessary.
Well, fortunately, that pearl-handled revolver belonging to Dryden Small was a toy and nothing more.
Ah, yes, Small. How is he, Mr. Tracy? I have been worried about even him.
He's in the hospital. He's been placed under arrest and be removed to prison as soon as possible.
And what of me, Mr. Tracy?
Well, Batik, a board of inquiry is investigating your case now. Much as I understand your motives for what you did, despite the fact you say it was in self-defense, the machine of the law must take its course.
I understand perfectly. I do not care what happens to me, so long as I know the Black Pearl of Osiris is safe. Have you found it as yet?
Not as yet. But since it was stolen from you, it's my duty to find it and return it if I can. The question is, once I've found the pearl, how can I return it to Egypt? I'm afraid you may not be in a position to take it yourself.
Quite right. However, there is a representative of the cult of Osiris here in America. He has been to visit me, and he is taking care of matters for me. Once the Black Pearl is found, he will carry it back to Egypt and to Osiris.
I see. You know, Batik, for the life of me, I can't understand why Small stole that Black Pearl. It isn't valued that highly, in money at least.
It has some monetary value, yes. But it has even a greater value to collectors of, shall I say, curiosities.
I see.
Here in America, there is a group of men who make their living by stealing treasures. Treasures of art and other things, such as the Black Pearl. These men will stop at nothing to get that Black Pearl. And by the way, let me warn you against these treacherous forces if you should find the Black Pearl. From the moment you get the pearl in your possession, your life will be in danger.
If these men are as powerful as you say they are, how did you intend to get the Black Pearl back to Egypt safely? And if I find the pearl, how will your friend hope to get it back safely?
You see this ring on my finger, Mr. Tracy?
Yes?
Gee, that's a strange-looking ring. Has a scarab on top of it.
Yes. This is the luck ring of Osiris.
The luck ring?
Yes. Wherever I am, whatever trouble I may be in, I have but to rub this ring, and Osiris will do what is best for me.
You just rub the ring and you have good luck, huh?
Precisely, my young friend.
Then you placed complete confidence in this ring. You felt that it would protect the Black Pearl until you reached Egypt.
Yes, I have every confidence in it, as should all who own one like it. But it is more than a ring of good luck, Mr. Tracy. Look.
Gee, the top comes off. There's a secret compartment in the ring, huh?
Ah, yes, a secret compartment made to fit the Black Pearl. I intended to put the pearl in there, seal the ring, and carry it back with me to Egypt in that manner.
Well, that would have been a very clever hiding place. Few people would suspect that that fascinating ring contained a secret compartment.
Boy, I'd like to have a ring like that. I could carry secret messages in it and everything.
After you find the pearl, you will have to keep it with you a few days. A friend of mine will come to you for it. And so, here is my ring. Take it. Keep it with you always.
I can only say thank you, Batik. I will continue the search for the Black Pearl. And I have a feeling I'm going to find it. And it's my hope that in a short time you will be able to return once again to your own country, to Egypt, and to Osiris.
That is most kind of you, Mr. Tracy.
Excuse me, Mr. Tracy.
Yes?
There's a phone call for you, sir.
Oh, I'll be right there. Well, Batik, I'll see you again soon. And thank you for the ring of Osiris.
Remember the secret compartment. Remember also that wherever you are, whatever trouble you are in, you have a great friend in Osiris. A great friend worthy of great faith and capable of bringing you good luck at all times.
Thanks again. Coming, Junior?
Yeah, sure. Gee, that sure is a swell ring.
This phone?
Yes, Mr. Tracy.
Thanks. Hello?
Hello, Tracy.
Oh, hello, Cooper. What is it?
Tracy, come down here to the ballistics bureau as fast as you can.
But what is it? What's happened?
Tracy, that bullet they took out of your leg is the most amazing bullet I've ever seen, in more ways than one. I can't talk on the phone, but for heaven's sake, get down here as fast as you can.
What is Cooper of the Ballistics Bureau so excited about? Why does he want Dick Tracy to come down as fast as he can? Strange adventures await the great detective and his friends. But now it's time for the Dick Tracy Secret Service Patrol meeting. And the makers of Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice, those specially delicious, nourishing cereals, invite you to attend. Here's Dick Tracy, Jr., your patrol president now.
The meeting will now come to order. Say, wasn't that some ring that Homie Batik gave to Dick? Boy, it has lots of lucky symbols on it. And you should see the secret compartment in it.
Dick will be always able to use that ring, won't he?
You bet. He can carry secret messages in the hidden compartment. Boy, I wish I had a ring like that.
Well, let's get down to business now, Junior.
All right. You know, I almost forgot. I'm so excited about that ring. But today, Dick Tracy sends his congratulations to all the patrol members who were promoted to the rank of sergeant this week.
You know, Dick wants every boy and girl in the patrol to win promotion to the rank of sergeant. So if you haven't started to yet, look in your secret code book and see how you can be appointed a sergeant so you can wear the big special sergeant's badge, too. But let's not forget, Junior, that Dick Tracy wants every real red-blooded American boy and girl to join the Dick Tracy Secret Service Patrol first.
So if you aren't a member now, join right away and show Dick Tracy that you're with him and for him.
It's so easy. You just tear off the tops of 2 packages of Quaker Puffed Wheat or Quaker Puffed Rice, or one of each, and then put them in an envelope with your name and address printed on a plain piece of paper and mail them to Dick Tracy, Box L, Chicago.
Then you're a full-fledged member of the Dick Tracy Secret Service Patrol, and you get your secret code book, your patrol pledge, and your member's badge, all free.
So send your 2 Quaker Puffed Wheat or Quaker Puffed Rice box tops to Dick Tracy, Box L, Chicago, fellas and girls. And remember, send the top of the package that says, 3 wrappings guard its crispness. There's probably a package or 2 of Quaker Puffed Wheat or Quaker Puffed Rice in the pantry right now. Look to see. But if there isn't, Mother will be glad to get some Quaker Puffed Wheat or Quaker Puffed Rice at the grocer's, so ask her to get you some. Tell Mother how Quaker puffed wheat and Quaker puffed rice are shot from guns to make them especially easy to digest, so that you get their trigger-fast food energy more quickly and easily. Ask her to get some for you.
Calling all adventure fans, calling all Dick Tracy fans. Stand by for another exciting Dick Tracy adventure tomorrow at this same time. That is all.
All right, now Dick Tracy proves he's a badass in this. The man gets shot and he's like, I'll just walk it off. I mean, come on. But I'm kind of curious about this bullet. You curious about the bullet? Well, I'm not going to make you wait till next time. Let's find out about that bullet.
Calling all adventure fans, calling all Dick Tracy fans. Stand by. Dick Tracy is on the air.
Now, the makers of nourishing, delicious Quaker puffed wheat and Quaker puffed rice bring you the thrilling Dick Tracy detective adventures. There go the guns. That's the sound that means lots of delicious, nourishing breakfasts for thousands of wide-awake boys and girls and grown-ups every day. That's the sound you hear when puffed wheat and puffed rice are shot from special guns in the Quaker plant to give you wheat and rice in their most digestible form. The grains are actually exploded to 8 times their size. Each tiny, hard-to-digest food cell is unlocked, made specially easy to digest. And that's important, because the easier your food digests, the quicker you get the food energy you need to make you alert in thought and action like Dick Tracy. So tell Mother about that special Quaker process and ask her to get you some Quaker puffed wheat or Quaker puffed rice at the grocer's. Dick Tracy, in search of a black pearl belonging to the Egyptian cult of Osiris, was given a ring containing a secret compartment by Umi Batik, a member of the cult. Batik, whom Tracy had captured, told him that if he found the black pearl, to conceal it in the ring. In our last episode, Dick received a call from Cooper of the Ballistics Bureau, who had been examining a bullet which the doctor had taken from Tracy's leg. It seems that the bullet was peculiar in more ways than one. Will Tracy find the black pearl of Osiris? And what has Cooper discovered about the bullet that makes it so interesting? Our scene, the Ballistics Bureau.
Well, Cooper, what's all the excitement about?
Tracy, I've been examining that bullet the doctor took from your leg.
You mean the bullet that Umi Batik fired from Dryden Small's tiny revolver?
Why, has Tracy had any other bullets fired into him?
No. Go on, Cooper.
All right. Well, at first I was chiefly interested in examining and photographing the markings on it. And then I decided to open it to examine the lead more carefully for weight and material, you know.
Yes, go on. That's the usual ballistic procedure.
Yes, but this isn't what we usually find. I opened it, and here's what was inside.
The black pearl of Osiris.
Gosh.
Then it is the black pearl, Tracy?
Without a doubt. Well, this is the most amazing thing that's happened to me in a long time.
You were carrying the black pearl around with you in that bullet and didn't know it.
Yes. And now I understand why Dryden Small kept that pearl-handled revolver near him at all times. Because one of the bullets contained the black pearl of Osiris.
Well, there it is. Don't forget, you promised to let me keep the bullet for my collection.
And that still goes. You can keep the bullet.
All right.
But I'll take the black pearl. I've got to see that this black pearl gets into the hands of the people it rightfully belongs to.
You talk as if that's going to be a hard job.
It is, Cooper. Because there are others who also want to get this pearl. By this time, they know that Dryden Small is confined to the hospital, that the black pearl is in the hands of another person. It won't take them long to find out that I am that other person. And then I believe the fun will start.
Well, what are you going to do with the thing?
For the time being, until I contact the people it belongs to, I'm going to hold on to it. Watch. I take the top off this ring, and there you see a secret compartment into which I can place the black pearl.
Gosh, Dick, I can't get over that ring. It's a beauty.
Now then, I'll put the top on again. And there we are. The black pearl is now reasonably safe until I can put it into the hands of the proper person.
That's a very attractive-looking ring, Tracy. I've never seen one like it before.
It's more than just attractive. It's a mysterious ring, given to Dick by Humi Batik. Batik claims it will bring good luck to you whenever you need it.
Yes, I wonder what adventures and troubles will follow in the wake of this black pearl now that I have got it.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, Cooper, there's a group of men who make their living stealing art treasures. And this black pearl is one of them. These men sell these treasures to wealthy but dishonest collectors. Dryden Small is one of their agents. They know by now that Small is temporarily out of the picture. Why, at this very moment, they're probably plotting just how to get it.
Silence. The High Mogul will speak.
Gentlemen of the society, we are met here this evening to discuss various matters, the most important of which is regaining possession of the Black Pearl of Osiris.
With Small in the hospital, how are we going to find the pearl?
Are any of you aware of the method Small used for concealing the Black Pearl? I devised the method. Until now, it was my secret, mine and Dryden Small's. That Black Pearl, gentlemen, was molded into a special bullet and placed in a special pearl-handled revolver for safe concealment.
And who has that revolver now?
Dick Tracy.
That means, then, we're going to have a hard time getting it.
The pearl-handled revolver no longer interests us.
You mean the bullet has been fired?
Exactly. And the pearl has been found by the Police Ballistic Bureau. It is now in the possession of Dick Tracy. It is being carried in a special secret ring made for it, called the Ring of Osiris.
A secret ring?
We have two objectives now. One, the Black Pearl of Osiris. The other, the secret Ring of Osiris. I would like to have it in my possession.
And how are you going to get it, Mogul?
Well, we number among us, as you know, a gentleman from Madagascar. Will you step forward, Remo?
I am yours to command, High Mogul.
Remo, you came to us with a reputation. You are supposed to be extremely expert with the silken cord. Is that not so?
I am proud of my reputation.
Well, you will need all your skill and knowledge, for, let me warn you, Dick Tracy is no ordinary victim. He's a man of great physical strength and great mental resources. Perhaps he will prove too powerful and clever for you.
No one escapes the silken cord of death.
How will you go about your work, Remo?
I shall bide my time. I shall hide in the rear of Tracy's car at such time when I know he will be alone in that car.
But how will you know this?
I shall climb to Tracy's window. I shall keep close check upon Tracy from there. Listen to his conversation. Find out when he is going to use the car alone. And then, High Mogul, I shall conceal myself in the back seat. At the right moment, I will leap upon Dick Tracy.
Then we can depend on you?
Have no doubt of that. I have never failed. Once the silken cord has fallen, Tracy will be no more.
Dick, you're a great detective. But as a crooner, my oh my.
I sing, my critical friend, not because I sing well, but because I feel well. Yep, I'm very happy tonight. Things seem to be breaking right.
A little threat like the death hanging over your head doesn't mean a thing, does it?
By this time, Pat, you want to know that threats may not mean a thing. Where's the large bath towel?
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Besides, showing that you're scared of a threat doesn't happen to be my style.
Oh, I can't help wishing this Black Pearl business was finished. You've got the thing in that ring there, haven't you?
Yep, yeah, I have.
Well, Junior's eyes shine every time he talks of that ring. By the way, do you really believe this ring brings good luck to the wearer?
Well, we'll soon know just how lucky it is.
By the way, Dick, when is that friend of Batik's going to come for the pearls?
I don't know, Pat.
Well, how will you know when he does come?
He'll use the secret password that Batik and I have arranged. If he doesn't know the password, well...
Then you know he's one of that gang Batik warned you about?
Exactly. You know, Pat, this gang that Batik has told me so much about, I'd like nothing better than to get my hands on them, round them up,
Finish them for good?
Well, it's a trick you've done before, Dick, with Blackie Moran and the Baron. Neither Moran nor the Baron were pushovers.
Well, neither is this mob. Don't make the mistake of underestimating them. Is the car downstairs?
Yeah. I drove it over because I got a date tonight.
Hey, hold on. This is my night to use the car.
Huh?
You had it last night and the night before.
Oh, but Dick, I got a date.
Oh, sorry, old man, but so have I, with Tess. I was supposed to have the car last night, and I let you use it instead. Nope, I'm afraid I'll have to insist on having it tonight.
Well, okay, Legree. You can have the Chariot. You take so few nights off, anyway. I wouldn't be the pal I want to be if I said anything.
See, I promised Tess I'd take her for a drive up the shore road tonight. Perhaps we'll stop off someplace and dance.
How long has it been since you were on a dance floor, Dick?
Why?
I'll bet you're rusty and out of practice.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Wait a minute. What was that?
What was what?
I thought I heard something at the window.
Oh?
I'll have a look. Felt sure I heard something. Guess I was mistaken.
No, Pat. You weren't.
Huh?
Look there.
Where?
That flower pot here in the fire escape has been moved. I remember putting it over on this side.
Well, maybe someone else moved it.
No, I don't think so. Look, the wet spot where the water soaked through.
Yeah?
If that pot had been moved an hour or so ago, the water would have dried up. Still wet. That pot was moved less than 15 minutes ago, Pat.
Well, what does it mean, Dick?
It means, Pat, that I've been spied on.
You mean someone's been at this window watching us?
And listening to everything we've said. It started.
What started?
The attempt to get the Black Pearl of Osiris away from me.
How do you know that, Dick?
Wait a minute. Hello? Oh, hello, Tess. Yes, dear, I'll be right over. Yes, the car's waiting downstairs. Won't take me more than 10 minutes. All right, dear. What? Yes, I know I've been neglecting you, and it's nice of you to understand. Yeah, it's a grand night for a drive. Right. Goodbye, dear.
Now, listen, Dick, be careful, will you? Anything may happen.
Don't worry, Pat. It'll be all right.
But I am worried about you. Well, there's the Chariot waiting for you. It's all yours, Dick.
Sorry I've got to deprive you of it, Pat. Can I drop you anywhere?
No, I'll walk. It's not far from Irene's house. See you tomorrow, Dick. Take care of yourself, will you?
I've always managed to. Good night, Pat.
Night.
We know, but Tracy does not, that Remo lies concealed in the back of Tracy's car while the detective drives to Tess Trueheart's home. Will Remo succeed in his devilish scheme? Tracy is on the spot. Well, let's hope the secret ring of Osiris will really guard the pearl for Tracy, because he'll certainly need luck to escape this time. And now for our Dick Tracy Secret Service patrol meeting, which the makers of tasty, nourishing Quaker puffed wheat and Quaker puffed rice invite every active, alert boy and girl to attend. So stand by, because here's Dick Tracy Jr. now.
The meeting will now come to order, and today we have a special announcement for you from Dick Tracy.
Yes. Dick has asked us to tell you patrol members that he has a big surprise for you.
And he's going to tell you all about it on Friday. He won't even tell me now.
Nor me. But if Dick has something up his sleeve for all the patrol members, you can be sure it's well worthwhile waiting a few days for.
And that's another thing, fellas and girls. If you haven't joined the Dick Tracy Secret Service Patrol yet, do it right away, before Dick Tracy springs his big surprise.
Yes, indeed. And listen, patrol members, if any of your friends haven't joined yet, tell them to join now, so they won't miss all the fun.
Why don't you tell everyone how to join the patrol, Mr. Quaker Man? Just in case some of the fellas and girls don't know.
All right, Junior. Here's all you do, boys and girls. Just tear the tops off 2 packages of Quaker puffed wheat or Quaker puffed rice, or one of each. Then mail the 2 box tops with your name and address printed on a plain piece of paper to Dick Tracy, Box L, Chicago.
Remember the address. It's Dick Tracy, Box L, Chicago.
Right. And listen, patrol members, if I were you, I would start saving Quaker puffed wheat and Quaker puffed rice box tops right now. You'll be mighty glad you did when Dick Tracy tells us what his big surprise is. As soon as one of those famous red and blue packages of Quaker puffed wheat or Quaker puffed rice is empty, tear off the top and save it. Be sure it's the top panel that says, 3 wrappings guard its crispness. Look in the pantry today to see if there's some there now. If not, ask Mother to get you some Quaker puffed wheat and Quaker puffed rice at the grocer's. Those two tasty trigger-fast cereals are shot from guns, you know, to give you and thousands of other wide-awake boys and girls and grown-ups two of the most delicious, nourishing breakfasts you've ever enjoyed.
Calling all adventure fans, calling all Dick Tracy fans. Stand by for another exciting Dick Tracy adventure tomorrow at this same time. That is all.
All right, so that's pretty cool. So the pearl is actually hidden in the bullet that he got shot with. So that was kind of an interesting way of giving him the pearl. So he's got that. He's got the ring that he can hide it in. And somehow the bad guys know all of his secrets. And they're right on his ass trying to get it. Well, I don't know about you, but I kind of really want to know what happens next. So let's keep going.
Calling all adventure fans, calling all Dick Tracy fans. Stand by. Dick Tracy is on the air.
Now, the makers of Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice, those two delicious, easy-to-digest cereals that are shot from guns, bring you another thrilling Dick Tracy adventure. Hear that? Well, that's what we mean when we say shot from guns. Nourishing grains of wheat and rice are actually loaded into special guns in the Quaker plant. And then the guns are fired, and each grain is exploded to 8 times its normal size. That's why puffed wheat and puffed rice look and taste so different from ordinary cereals. But that's not all. If you could look inside a grain of wheat before and after it's shot from the gun, you'd see how each tiny, hard-to-digest food cell is shattered, so that all the goodness is unlocked. Then it's specially easy to digest, so that you get the trigger-fast food energy much more quickly and easily. And you need lots of that same kind of food energy to be as mentally and physically alert as Dick Tracy is. So join the thousands of happy boys and girls and grown-ups who enjoy a big dish of crisp, delicious puffed wheat or puffed rice every morning. Mother's glad, and so is Dad, to have you remind her of something that tastes so specially good. So look in the pantry, and if there isn't one of those famous red and blue packages there, ask Mother to get you some at the grocer's. The Black Pearl of Osiris, its theft is Dick Tracy's latest case, was found concealed in a bullet which had been fired into the leg of the great detective. Tracy now carries that pearl in his secret compartment ring, which was given to him by Humi Batik, a member of the Osiris cult. Yesterday, Remo, a member of the society trying to get the black pearl, lay hidden in the back seat of Tracy's car while he drove to Tess Trueheart's apartment. Will Remo succeed in his plan to overpower Dick Tracy? The great detective is just stopping outside the apartment house where Tess Trueheart lives.
So, gotta pull up the emergency brake. This is a pretty bad hill. The car should roll. And... No, you don't.
You're quick, Tracy, but
There.
I surrender. You have me.
Give me that cord. Silken cord, huh? Who are you working for?
I have nothing to say.
Perhaps you haven't now, but you will later. Can you drive a car?
Yes.
Then get up here and drive this one to headquarters. Remember, I've got a gun on you, so no tricks.
So he wouldn't talk, eh, Dick?
No, Pat. I couldn't get a thing out of him. No sense trying any further either. When a fellow like that makes up his mind not to talk, you can't get a thing out of him.
What I don't understand yet, Dick, is how did you manage to catch him?
I could see him coming, Pat. I reached down to pull the emergency brake, and as I leaned back, Remo came up behind me with a silken noose. I saw him in the glass mirror on the dashboard.
That was lucky.
Lucky? Huh. I think it was lucky. Homie Batik would say it was the ring that did it.
Yeah, most likely.
Well, Pat, I'm afraid it's going to take more than luck to win out against the men who are trying to get their hands on this ring and the black pearl that it contains.
Well, after tonight's experience, I can believe that all right. They were willing to kill you to get hold of it.
This black pearl must be worth a small fortune. Hey, pardon me, Pat. Yes?
There's a man to see you, sir.
Who is he? What's he want?
He says he comes from Humi Batik.
Ah, send him in. This must be the fellow we've been waiting for, Pat. The agent from Humi Batik who's to take the black pearl back to Egypt. Oh, come in, please.
Thank you, Mr. Tracy. You know who I am?
You're a member of the cult of Osiris, is that so? The cult of the scarab?
Yes, that is true. Batik tells me you have the black pearl. It is that I have come for. May I have it, please?
I can't give you the black pearl just yet.
Why is that? You have it in that ring on your finger, have you not? Batik told you to keep it in that ring.
When I'm protecting something, I do it in my own way, thank you.
But you were given that ring for that purpose?
Perhaps I believed it'd be safer elsewhere.
The black pearl, it is here in your office.
I can have it for you in a little while. If you'd care to come back, let's say tonight about 6 o'clock, I can have it for you then.
You should have kept the pearl in the secret ring of Osiris. There is danger otherwise.
If you will return tonight at 6 o'clock, I'll be glad to turn the black pearl over to you at that time.
Very well, Effendi. I shall return at 6 o'clock. And now, until that time, farewell.
Dick, you didn't tell me you'd put the black pearl somewhere else. I thought you were carrying it in the ring.
Yes, and I am, Pat. The black pearl is in this ring on my finger now. I didn't say it wasn't there. I merely let him think so.
But why didn't you give it to him? He said Batik had sent him.
He was lying. Batik didn't send him.
Lying? How do you know that, Dick?
Because he failed to complete the password. You may remember I used the phrase, the cult of the scarab. He was supposed to answer, no, the cult of Osiris the Great. He didn't, Pat. And so I knew he was a fraud.
Then why'd you let him get away? Why didn't you hold him?
Oh, we're not letting him get away. We're following him right now. I just wanted to give him time to get out of the office. Come on, Pat.
He's getting into that cab.
Yeah, a taxi.
Where to, mister?
Follow that cab up ahead. Keep it a safe distance. I don't want them to know we're following.
Hey, wait a minute. I don't want to get mixed up in no kind of trouble.
I'm Dick Tracy. My badge.
Dick Tracy? Holy smoke. Okay, sir, anything you say.
Not too close, driver. Stay as far behind as you can.
Yes, sir, Mr. Tracy. Traffic's pretty thick, Mr. Tracy.
Well, don't lose that cab, whatever you do.
Nope. She stopped up ahead for a red light. Traffic sure is heavy today. I can just see the top of her.
Don't lose her. Hang on to her.
Don't worry, I won't lose her. Hey, that cab's pulling up to the curb.
Hey, that's funny, Dick.
What is?
Well, this is the ritziest section of town.
Yes, I know. Stop here, driver.
Okay.
Look, Dick. The driver of that other cab is getting out and opening the door of the cab. He looks excited.
Yes, there's something wrong. Come on, Pat. Come on.
Hey, wake up, will you, mister? Wake up. Hey, come on, guy. Hey,
what's wrong? What's wrong, driver?
Gee, I don't know. This guy's out like a light.
It's the guy who was in our office, Dick.
Yes, I know. Let me have a look at him, driver.
Okay.
Yep. He's dead, Pat. He's been shot.
Dead? Are you sure, Dick?
You mean to say the guy is dead? Gee, he was talking to me only a minute ago.
What do you make of it, Dick?
Merely confirms my belief, Pat, that we're not dealing with any ordinary gang. Someone very shrewd must be at the head of them. Shrewd enough to anticipate all eventualities.
You mean he knew we might follow this guy?
Apparently. He wasn't taking any chances. He realized the trick might not come off, and so he had this fellow watched. Those who were watching him realized we were following and managed to kill this man. Probably with an air rifle in that traffic jam we passed through not long ago.
Hey, listen, buddy, I ain't gonna get in no trouble, am I?
Nothing to worry about, driver. You say this is the address he gave you?
Yeah, this is the address all right there.
Well, in that case, we're all right, Dick. This must be the headquarters of the gang.
I doubt it, Pat. I doubt it very much. He probably gave the wrong address. We'll have a try at it anyway. I'll have every house in this block investigated by the special squad. But I doubt if anything will come of it. I doubt it very much.
Ah, Mr. Tracy, welcome. Welcome to my very poor abode.
Hello, Batik. Well, you won't be in this very poor abode long. The Board of Inquiry is working overtime on your case.
You have been very kind, Mr. Tracy. The blessings of Osiris be upon you.
Thank you, Batik. By the way, you might be interested to know that an agent of the society tried to get the pearl.
Oh, the fiends. They will stop at nothing. I am so glad I gave you that ring. You are carrying the black pearl with you, of course?
Yes, it's right here in this ring.
I would like to see it, if I may.
Oh, certainly. I'll take the top of the ring off and... There.
Osiris be praised. How wonderful to have the black pearl in our possession once again. Oh, Mr. Tracy, how can I thank you? How can I put into words my gratitude?
Don't bother, Batik. I'm only doing what I promised to do. Tell me, when will your agent call on me for the black pearl?
Oh, very soon. He is busy on other matters at the moment. The way must be made clear for carrying the black pearl back to Egypt. When that has been done, he will come to you. Also, he is engaged on another matter, a matter of great importance to the young man, Junior.
Junior?
It is obvious you think highly of that youngster, that you have the highest regard for him.
Oh, that's true enough.
I shall have a surprise for your young friend in a few days, I hope. I am sure he will be very pleased.
Well, you can't tell me about it now, I suppose.
Well...
Don't. I think I can guess. Well, Batik, I must leave you now. Depend on it, the black pearl is safe in my keeping, and I shall guard it carefully.
Farewell, my friend, and many thanks to you for all your kindness.
Gee, this is a swell place to eat, Dick. Are we going to have lobster tonight?
Not for you, Junior.
Huh?
Lobster's just a trifle too hard on a young system like yours.
Oh, listen, I'm not a kid anymore, Dick.
Well, if you can't have lobster, Junior, Dick and I won't have it either, eh, Dick?
Right. We'll have a couple of chops instead. By the way, Junior, Humi Batik told me he'd have a surprise for you in a few days.
A surprise for me, Dick? Gee, I wonder what it can be.
Well, I dare say you'll find out soon enough.
He's a swell guy. I hope nothing happens to him, Dick.
So do I. I'm going to make it my business to be in court when the trial comes up.
I'm sure you'll be able to help him, won't you, Dick?
Nothing came of our search this afternoon, as you know, Dick. We went through every house in that block.
Rather suspected you wouldn't find anything. I was sure that fellow had given the wrong address. Well, let's forget about the black pearl and everything else for the next hour and enjoy our dinner. Or can we forget?
What do you mean, Dick?
I mean, we're being watched, Pat.
Huh?
4 different tables around us. Certain shady-looking gentry have not taken their eyes off us. Don't look up now.
No, but what do you think we ought to do?
Trying to formulate a plan. They're undoubtedly after the ring and the black pearl. We're surrounded, Pat. I can see that now.
Well, we've got to do something, Dick.
I'll say. Get ready for trouble, Pat. We're going to have plenty of it when we try to leave this restaurant.
Surrounded by agents of the man who is trying to gain the black pearl for himself, Dick Tracy, Pat, and Junior are in a pretty bad spot. Will they escape? Well, let us hope so. But now it's time for our Dick Tracy Secret Service patrol meeting, which the members of Tempting, Tasty, Nourishing Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice especially invite you to attend. All right, Junior, we're ready.
The meeting will now come to order.
Say, Junior, has Dick Tracy told you what his big surprise is?
No, Mr. Quaker Man. I've tried to guess, but Dick says no to everything I can think of.
Same here, but I know it's something really swell from the way he talks about it.
It's for all the patrol members, too. Boy, I can hardly wait.
Well, you won't have to wait long, Junior. And we ought to be sure that every wide-awake boy and girl joins the patrol before Dick springs his big surprise on Friday.
That's right. And you patrol members ought to make sure that all your friends join, too, so they don't miss all our fun.
Good idea. And be sure to tell them how to join the Dick Tracy Secret Service Patrol. You remember, you send 2 Quaker Puffed Wheat or Quaker Puffed Rice box tops, or one of each with your name and address, to Dick Tracy, Box L, Chicago.
Isn't that easy? Then Dick Tracy sends you the secret code book, the patrol pledge, and member's badge, all free.
So if you aren't a member now, send your 2 Quaker Puffed Wheat or Quaker Puffed Rice box tops to Dick Tracy, Box L, Chicago, right away. Look to see if there's some Quaker Puffed Wheat or Quaker Puffed Rice in the pantry right now. And as soon as your packages are empty, tear off the tops and save them for the big surprise Dick Tracy is planning for you. Remember, it's the top panel that says, 3 wrappings guard its crispness. And that's right. Those famous red and blue packages are triple sealed to keep the tempting, nourishing grains of Quaker puffed wheat and Quaker puffed rice crisp, plump, and fresh as can be for you. And if you don't see any Quaker puffed wheat or Quaker puffed rice in the pantry now, remind Mother to get some for you at the grocer's. Tell Mother how Quaker puffed wheat and Quaker puffed rice are shot from guns to make them especially easy to digest as well as especially good to eat. She's glad to have you tell her, and you'll be able to start saving your box tops for Dick Tracy's big surprise.
Calling all adventure fans, calling all Dick Tracy fans. Stand by for another exciting Dick Tracy adventure tomorrow at this same time. That is all.
All right, everything seems to be coming to a head with the Black Pearl of Osiris. I don't know about you, but I really want to see what happens next. I know it's starting to get a little late, but I think we can go for just one more. Let's dig in.
Calling all adventure fans, calling all Dick Tracy fans. Stand by. Dick Tracy is on the air.
The makers of Quaker puffed wheat and Quaker puffed rice, those delicious, nourishing cereals that are shot from guns, bring you another thrilling Dick Tracy adventure. That's the way the big guns in the Quaker plant sound when they're making puffed wheat and puffed rice. Remember that the next time you sit down to a big dish of crisp, crunchy puffed wheat or puffed rice for breakfast. That special, careful Quaker process, plus the fact that puffed wheat and puffed rice are triple sealed in moisture-proof packages, keeps Quaker puffed wheat and Quaker puffed rice firm, crisp, and plump for you. And that's why they taste so much better than ordinary cereals. Puffed wheat and puffed rice are especially easy to digest, too. Each grain of sun-ripened wheat or rice is actually exploded to 8 times its normal size when it's shot from the guns. Each tiny food cell is unlocked so that you get all the trigger-fast food energy quickly and easily. It's the kind of energy that helps make you strong, healthy, and alert like Dick Tracy. So join the thousands of happy puffed wheat and puffed rice fans, and if there isn't one of those famous red and blue packages in the pantry now, be sure to remind Mother to ask the grocer for some Quaker puffed wheat or Quaker puffed rice. And remember, there'll be a secret code message today, so have your pencil and paper ready. The Black Pearl of Osiris, belonging to an Egyptian society dedicated to the worship of the ancient god Osiris, is desired by a band of thieves and murderers. Dick Tracy has concealed the pearl in the secret compartment of a mysterious ring given to him by Batik of the cult of Osiris, who told Dick it would bring him good luck. In our last episode, we heard how Dick, Pat, and Junior, while dining in a restaurant, suddenly realized they were surrounded by henchmen of the murderous band.
I've noticed, Pat, that we're being watched. 4 different tables around us. Certain shady-looking gentry have not taken their eyes off us. Don't look up now.
No, I won't. What do you think we ought to do?
Well, I'm trying to formulate a plan. We're undoubtedly after the ring and the Black Pearl. Yes, we're surrounded, Pat. I can see that now.
We've got to do something, Dick.
I'll say. Get ready for trouble. We're going to have plenty of them. We try to leave this restaurant. Go on with your dinner, both of you. Pay no attention. Pretend you haven't noticed a thing.
What? This dinner's got to end sometime, Dick.
Yes, I know, Junior. By that time, let's hope we'll dig up an idea that'll get us out of here safely. That was good coffee. Finished, Pat?
Yeah, I'm finished. I'll tell you one thing, though. I certainly didn't enjoy my dinner the way you evidently did.
I didn't get much fun out of this food either. Gosh, Dick, I don't know how you do it. We're surrounded on all sides by these men, and you calmly eat your dinner.
And enjoys it, too.
Well, why not? Nothing could have happened until we were finished, ready to go.
Look, Dick, 5 or 6 of those guys are going outside.
Yeah, they see we're through with dinner and that we'll be going out any moment. Well, shall we go?
Into the hands of that welcoming committee out there? Could we have some more coffee? I really feel like having another cup.
Pat, it'll keep you awake tonight. Unless I'm mistaken, you'll have plenty to perk you up in a few minutes.
Gee, Dick, aren't you worried at all?
Well, I'm trying not to be. If you try hard enough, you know. Here, I'll take the checks. Come along. Cashier's down this way.
$2.25 out of 5. Here's your change, sir.
Thank you.
Hey, look. Those guys at the other tables are following us out, sort of nonchalantly.
Not a very good way of showing nonchalance, is it? Just have your gun ready. Junior, I've taught you how to stay out of harm's way if anything happens. See that you do it.
No, not me. I'm going to stick to you, Dick.
You'll do as I say. All right, now. There's the door to the street. Let's get going. Well, there's the car.
Yeah, and a couple of fellows leaning against the fenders.
Come on.
Just a minute, buddy. Just a minute. This your car?
Yes. Do you mind?
Maybe you don't know it, buddy, but this is my private parking place, see? I usually parks me car here.
Well, that's very interesting. Step aside, please.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
What's the matter, Joe? This guy getting tough?
Yeah. Looking for a paste in the jaw.
So happens I wasn't looking for anything. However, I see that you very possibly are, and so...
Hey, you can't go that way.
Get in, Pat. Junior, quick.
Come on.
Get him, boys. Get him.
Here they come, Dick.
Let him have it, Pat. Keep behind me, Junior.
Not for you, featherweight. The ring, Dick. They're trying to get the ring.
Keep slugging and stop talking.
Get him, you guys.
The cops, they're coming, Dick.
Yeah. Swinging kind of wild, aren't you, big fella? Here's the way to do it.
Run, you guys. Run. It's the cops. Jesus.
They're running away, Dick.
So I see. Well, they're taking a few of our souvenirs on their jaws.
Yeah.
Hey, what's been going on here? Street fights, eh? Well, we'll soon...
Hello, Donovan. Lovely evening, isn't it?
Tracy, well, what the devil
All right,
is it?
Donovan, it's all right.
The boys are chasing those rascals. They'll bring him in all right.
Good. Meantime, I've got hold of someone's coat. I grabbed one of those yeggs by the collar, and he slipped out of the coat, leaving it in my hands.
I wish we had gotten the fellow in the coat.
Perhaps we will, Pat.
Oh, Dick. Oh, great Scott, Dick.
What's the matter?
Your finger. Look. The ring. The secret ring of Osiris. It's gone.
Gone. Gee, then so is the Black Pearl.
Oh, they got it. They got it after all.
Oh, no. They didn't get it, Pat. Because you see, you have it.
I have it. Now, listen, Dick. This is no time for gags.
Feel in your pocket. The right-hand pocket.
Huh? Let me see. Well, I'll be a cross-eyed owl. It is the ring. How'd it get in my pocket?
I put it there. I slipped it off and put it in your side pocket. I knew they'd try to get the ring. They were sure I was wearing it. I didn't think they'd suspect you.
Yeah, that certainly was fooling them, all right, Dick.
2 of them made for the hand that was supposed to be wearing the ring. I'm afraid they were a little disappointed when it folded into a fist.
Yeah, I'll bet they were, Dick.
If only we knew where we could get our hands on that gang. If we had some idea of their hideout.
We do have, Pat. Or rather, we will.
What do you mean?
We've got the clue we've been looking for. And now, once again, we can take the offensive. I much prefer it as a fighting move to watching and having to be on the defensive.
What is the clue you're talking about, Dick?
This coat, Pat. The coat I took away from one of those gangsters.
Well, I don't get it. How can a coat help us find the gangster's hideout?
Well, of course, I'm not sure it will, but I'm going to have a try. Come on, let's get down to my private laboratory at headquarters.
Why your private laboratory?
There are certain things there I need, Pat, including a vacuum cleaner.
A vacuum cleaner? Hey, as I said before...
I know. You don't get it, but you will.
Say, Dick, what's the point of going over that coat with a hand vacuum?
Yeah, come on, let us in on it, will you, Dick? Why all the little piles of dirt you put on the table? Why don't you put them all in one big pile?
Well, you see, Pat, each one of those piles of dirt is labeled. Now, this pile here came from the right-hand pocket of the coat.
Yeah?
This one came from the left-hand pocket. This pile here is the dust I took out of the back of the coat. And when I empty this dust bag, this little pile will be the dust from the sleeves.
All of which adds up to what?
Well, Pat, you know that there's more to being a detective than hand-to-hand encounters with criminals. There are times when the fight against crime is carried on not by guns and forces, but science and skill. Some of the most brilliant wars against crime are fought and won in scientific laboratories. Now, I said that this code would lead us to the gang's hideout, and it's going to do just that. Yeah, now, let's see. Hand me that microscope, will you, Junior?
Sure I will. Here you are, Dick.
Thanks. Now we'll examine each of these little piles separately. Yeah. Have a look, Patrick.
Okay.
Well, what do you see?
Well, you got me. All I see are some particles of black stuff that look like hair, and some gray dust that gleams a little bit, and some more gray stuff that seems sort of dull, and some colored particles of, well, it might be cloth.
Is that all, Pat?
Yeah, I think so. What else is there to see?
Here, let me have a look, Pat.
Well, Pat, you'll have to learn to identify things like that at first glance. Took me several years of study, but it was worth it. Tracing the origin of these little particles, being able to build up the story they have to tell is indispensable to a detective. Now, let me demonstrate.
Go ahead, I'm waiting.
Those black particles that look like hair, Pat, they're really horsehair. I'll test them later, but I'm sure of it without testing them.
All right, horsehair. So what?
Those gray particles that gleam in the light, they're particles of emery dust from machines, Pat. Machines.
Horsehair and emery dust. Come on.
Now, these gray particles that don't gleam are particles of felt. Gray felt.
Gray felt. I'm still listening.
And those other little pieces of dust, the colored pieces, are particles of vari-colored cloth. You see, Pat, your clothes pick up and retain the dust that is in the air about you. Examine the clothes of a man who works, let's say, for a coal company. And his clothes will contain coal dust. A man who works in a coffee factory will have particles of coffee beans in his pockets and in the dust of his coat, and so on.
Okay, but where does all this get us?
Well, Pat, don't you see? We've taken from this coat particles of horsehair, emery dust, felt, and colored cloth. Now all we've got to do is to decide what industry uses these articles. In other words, what's made out of them.
Put them all together and they spell zero for me.
Well, as I figured out, Pat, the one product in which these particles will be found exclusively, including the horsehair, would be mattresses.
Mattresses, eh? Oh, say, that's right. I should have thought of that. Now what? Where do we go from here?
Well, don't you get it, Pat? All this means is that the gang we're after probably has its hideout in or near a mattress factory.
Well, I'll be darned. Say, Dick, that's amazing. And the lucky thing it was that you got that coat.
Well, don't let's get too excited about this. We may not be right. But we've got to find out how many mattress factories there are in this town. And we've got to check every one of them.
But it's getting pretty late, Tracy. How long do you intend to stay at headquarters and keep these men here?
We'll have to wait until I hear from Pat. We've discovered that there are only 3 mattress factories in town. There are 3 squads out now. Pat's in charge of the squad on Clay Street, and he's going to report back to me the moment he gets what we're looking for.
And what are you looking for?
Proof that one of those factories is being used as a hideout by the gang we're after. Factories are being watched very closely. They're supposed to be shut at this time of night. If the boys see anyone prowling near one of them, entering the building, they'll know that that's the one we want.
Will Pat telephone?
Yes. I've told him to use the code. We're taking no chances on a slip-up.
Swell idea. Well, Tracy, I hope you're right about this mattress factory business. I know you're a bug on scientific detection and all that, and you've always been right in the past.
We'll just have to wait and see. Yes?
Patton speaking.
Go ahead, Pat.
Buffalo, 14, 1, 11, 18, 21, 4, and hurry.
Right. Let's see that code book. Buffalo, 14, 1, 11, 18, 20... Wait a minute, that's the end of that word. Buffalo, 14, 1, 11, 18, 21, 4. Just what I've been waiting for. All right, men, let's get going.
Is Dick Tracy on the right trail at last? Will he bring the thieves to justice? And what was the code message that Pat sent over the phone? Well, you'll know in a minute, because it's time for our Dick Tracy Secret Service Patrol meeting, brought to you by the makers of Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice. Those 2 specially delicious, specially nourishing cereals that are shot from guns. Okay, Junior.
The meeting will now come to order.
So get your pencil and paper ready, patrol member, because Junior is going to repeat the secret code message that Pat sent Dick Tracy today.
Are you all ready? Here's the message. It's Buffalo, 14, 1, 11, 18, 21, 4.
Better repeat it, Junior, so all the patrol members are sure to get it.
Okay, Mr. Quakerman. Are you ready, members? It's Buffalo, 14, 1, 11, 18, 21-4.
Now, when you decode that secret message, you'll know where Dick Tracy is headed on the trail of the High Mogul.
And here's some extra good news, patrol members. Dick Tracy is going to tell us all about that big surprise tomorrow. Isn't that great?
So be sure you're listening in, patrol members. Believe me, it's something you just wouldn't miss for anything.
Do you know what it is, Mr. Quaker Man?
Yes, Junior, but I promised Dick I wouldn't tell a soul.
Ah, come on, you can tell me.
No, Junior, you'll have to wait till tomorrow, too. All I can say is start saving Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice box tops right now, because you'll certainly wish you had when Dick Tracy tells you what that big surprise is.
Boy, I can hardly wait.
And here's another thing, boys and girls. Every box top you save also means a lot of delicious, quick energy breakfasts for you and Mother and Dad. So have Quaker Puffed Wheat one day and Quaker Puffed Rice the next, the way thousands of boys and girls and grown-ups do. And that gives you a grand taste variety because there are two different delicious flavors of the famous cereals that are shot from guns. There go the big guns now to remind you to have your delicious, nourishing puffed wheat and puffed rice breakfast regularly so that you get lots of that same kind of trigger-fast food energy that keeps Dick Tracy so alert. So look in the pantry to make sure there's some there. And if there isn't, ask Mother to get some Quaker Puffed Wheat and Quaker Puffed Rice at the grocer's. And be sure to save the box tops.
Calling all adventure fans, calling all Dick Tracy fans. Stand by for another exciting Dick Tracy adventure tomorrow at this same time. That is all.
All right, as much as I really do want to see what happens next and get the end of this story, I think 6 episodes is enough for one sitting. So we're going to call it on this one. I know, I'm sorry for the cliffhanger, but in part 3, we'll get the ending of this one and get the start of some new adventures. So, again, thank you everyone for tuning in, everyone who listened live, everyone who listens later. We appreciate all of you. Don't forget to like the show and follow to not miss an episode. And let me know in the comments what you think. What did you think of the episodes that we had today? Anything else that you want to see? Any new shows that you want to see us cover? Drop it in the comments. Let me know. And again, thanks for listening. And see you next time on Heroes of the Golden Age.
They left on the pages in capes and flight, shadows of justice in the dead of night, silver and spandex from a time gone by, lifting us higher as they touch the sky. Heroes of the golden age, fight the fight, blazing bright in the neon light. Beneath the stars we light our way, legends live in the golden age today. Blazing through cosmic dust, ray guns flashing in a world of rust. Masked Avengers with the daring flair, saving the future like they always dare. Heroes of the golden age, fight the fight, blazing bright in the neon light. Beneath the stars they light our way, legends live in the golden age today. Can't hold them, they're bold and true. From reels of the past to a screen near you, golden whispers in electric glow. Watch the champions steal the show. Heroes of the golden age, fight the fight, blazing bright in the neon light. Beneath the stars they light our way, legends live in the golden age today.